For class, this is a recent innovation which we have done for a Reebok watch. You could, for some kind of premium products, high-end products also, metal packaging performs extremely well. So this was one of our latest innovations. This can right here is a can which I consider as the revolution for India. The 250 ml Pepsi My Can has changed the consumer perception about the cans, and these are the brand ambassadors who have helped us promote the cans. This is the classic example when we always talk we have to promote, we have to communicate to the masses what metal packaging can do. We should look at it how Pepsi has really promoted this pack size. This has really changed the consumer perception of the cans from a premium container to a package to be seen with. This, according to me, is a revolution for metal cans in India. 250 ml steel beverage can, I'll go in a little detail. The case was when we came up with 250 ml cans, 330 ml steel beverage cans, 2-piece. India traditionally was an aluminum can market. All brand owners only used aluminum cans. 2-piece steel beverage cans were completely unheard of. And there were very poor road conditions, very poor handling conditions, and the beverage can market was growing, and there was no local manufacturer. We were even asked a question, does a steel beverage can actually exist? Is there something like a steel beverage can? No one knew. Most of our customers in India do not know that we could make a 2-piece steel beverage can and fill carbonated soft drinks and beer in it. So it was quite a challenge. Major concerns which they had was technology. What is the technology 2-piece steel cans are made out of? Is it the same as aluminum, or is it some other new technology, there's some other manufacturing process? Corrosion was an issue. Appearance was an issue. Dents, they had issues. What happens is in aluminum cans, when they dent, and when you fill the beverage inside, aluminum being soft, the dents pop out. So it regains the shape, but in steel you do not get that being stronger. But they had issues on lacquer peel off, and we had to convince them that the beverage is still safe inside. The consumer response on steel cans was unknown. The environmental impact of steel cans was not known. Handling on the filling line and supply chain was an issue. We were asked, is my beverage actually safe? Can a 2-piece steel beverage can hold a carbonated soft drink or a beer in it? These were the kind of questions we were asked from our customers. And what did we do? As we say, innovations do not come easy. What we did was, we got Rexam as a technology and equity partner in our joint venture company. We used Rexam technology, which was proven across the world to manufacture cans. We did test market for corrosion issues during monsoon. There are certain protective layers which we put on the can which prevents it from rusting. So during monsoon time, our Indian customers wanted to put the cans in the market during monsoon time, and they wanted to see when it's the worst conditions, what happens to the cans. But in the last 2 years, I'm quite pleased to say we've not received a single complaint on rusting. Consumer reaction survey, we hired a research company. We did 100 interviews in South India. We gave them an aluminum can and a steel can, and we asked them, do you see any difference? What we found was, for a final consumer, a steel can and an aluminum can is just the same. They cannot tell the difference. The only difference once that was spotted was the green dot, which is the vegetarian dot, on one can was bigger than the other. So that was the only difference that was spotted. Crush can dents, this was quite an interesting issue also. When we have dents on the cans, customers thought, maybe the beverage will react with the can body and we might face metal pickups and issues like that. So we actually had our customers over. We crushed a can and put it inside an enamelrator, and we showed them that the lacquer addition was so good that even after crushing the can, the lacquer was intact. Environmental impact of steel cans, we conducted a recycling study. We did a pan-India recycling study of how cans are recycled. We found out there was a very traditional system which was working in India, where rag pickers go out in the market, they pick up the cans, they sell it to scrap collectors who segregate the scrap, sell it to scrap traders, which are again going to steel mills, and this is done infinitely n number of times when scrap is remelted and remade into steel. The study also stated that the recycling of steel scrap in India is almost close to 100%, which was quite interesting. For supply chain handling issues, we established a CTS department, which was the Customer Technical Support Department, where we went to the customers, we helped them in seaming, we helped them in filling, we helped them in handling. So a lot of work went behind there as well. When we were asked, is my beverage actually safe? We did test packs for about 6 months with a lot of customers before gaining qualification for our cans. We also did transport and robustness tests for distribution. Let's say from South India, we put cans on a truck, hauled it all the way up to North, opened the truck, and we saw there were mixed aluminum and steel cans inside, how each reacted, how cans would go traveling over 2,000 kilometers. It was quite interesting. In fact, India Star, we also won the Transport and Robust Packaging Solution Award for introducing a robust packaging solution for India. Plus, we continue to do a lot of PR work with media, with various electronic media, on TVs, in newspapers, trade magazines, where we spread the message about steel cans being as good as an aluminum can. So major concern was that the beverage can market was growing rapidly. What happened was that, about 5 years ago, I'll give you an example, or in 2005 when we started this two-piece project, the beverage can market was about 70 million cans only. And last year, the beverage can market was 400 million cans. So customers who were used to handling only 20 million cans are probably handling 100 million cans today. So anything that new happened with the can, it was a problem. So we thought there was a big need to educate the customers on can filling, seaming, can defects, empty and filled can handling. What we did was what I call as a classic example of think global, act local, where we got renowned speakers from Rexam in UK. We brought them down to India. We launched the Rexam HTW can school. We actually conducted a can school for our customers, where there were all major carbonated soft drinks and beer people were there, and we had an amazing round of discussions. These are some pictures of the can school. These are the attendants. After doing all this work, it took a lot of time and a lot of money. Steel cans got well established in the Indian market. It was proved that they were more stronger, durable, and they were better for handling in the Indian road conditions. We proved that there were lesser spoilages on the can filling line. It was a transport and robust packaging solution, and then eventually we have started supplying to all major beer and carbonated soft drink companies. So key pointers on innovations, just a recap. Ideas become things, and things can change the world. Innovations do not come easy. There is a right place and a right time for every innovation. Innovations cost a lot of money, and sustainable development takes a lot of time. Now, in our company, what we call is the innovations groove. So I know everyone is a little sleepy, so let's get a little groovy.